for all you have to worry is how you're going to apply your workflow into the system, and then that's all we care. The rest of it we will handle, because we don't sell off that license. We are a service provider, so the rest of it we actually take care for you. Same thing like for example, like if you're using, people used to use D.A.R.E, right? D.A.R.E, they have this PBM subscription, so you pay, but you guys don't ask about the authorization and all this. So by then, they also don't expect you to ask because they already covered it as a service provider. Same goes to us. We already covered that. Okay? Any more questions so far? No? Okay. Moving on next to the backup. Very simple. If you want to back up something, I'm very sure that you have a lot of files to back up, right? You also can share it down in Excel or PDF, especially when you print reports. So you only print when it's necessary. When you don't print, you don't see, nowadays I'm very sure you can print a lot, right? So imagine rather than tell you that even in your invoice, right, you can just send it through digital. Take for example, I have this client, I went to him, he liked the idea, he bought it, and he asked me, Andrew, so how do we proceed? So I told him this, you have internet access, right? He said yes. I said, do you have printer? He said yes. He said, okay, give me 5 minutes, I'll send you an invoice. I'll email you an invoice. So in my office, I actually save printing and ink. I actually saved, and he had to print and he had to chop sign. So you see, it's very quick there and then. It's an example of how we're going to move forward to a modern, much more modern era, and how our business is going to work. That is how it's going to be. Even car industries are already moving forward. Why not us? Moving forward, and a little bit of a picture of our solution. I'm not going to do a demonstration and all this, but I just want you to picture. Imagine this, in a large scale. We have inventory. I'll talk about inventory first. We have warehouse 1, 2, different location, maybe one in Europe, one in US. And then you have logistics, you have inventory, you have your salespeople, you have your technicians, and all this. It's all, try to imagine this, all of it, all this data, all these features can be stored in your inventory. Everything is just there. And why we don't merge it together with the accounting? Let the accountants do their job. Let the accountants handle the accounting module. Why should a technician browse through the accounting ledger? Would you actually allow that if you're a business owner? No. That's the point why we actually separate the modules. And as you can see, our inventory can go from a large scale to a smaller. So imagine this, let's say you're a startup company, and then there are some software that you are worried about. Is there a premium software or is it a basic software? Ours, standardized. From a large scale of logistics system, anything you need, such as, for example, Kappa. Imagine that kind of large scale standard in a standard module where you guys also can enjoy. And I don't charge extra. The only things I charge extra is if you want it to look exactly of what you want. Then of course then I will charge. But if you want to keep to the standard module, no charges. You see? So try imagine this, you're a startup and you have all these rich features and you can choose, and then you don't like it there, there's too many, just tell me, Andrew, I want to hide this away. Sure, more you want to see? Simple as that. Because we're already moving on to a much modern technology, and actually all this, I'm very sure if some of you are in the IT industry, you guys know all this are easy. Okay. So far so good, everybody? Am I talking too much? Moving on, the basic module. These are the two backbones that I would like to stress about in business, normal business. I'll tell you why later. After you have done all your bills in your inventory, right? What happens when I want to post the bills over to accounting module? Very simple. In our settings, you can see that there's a posting to AMS. So all I have to do is just create a batch, which is, when you do it physically, you have all these invoice bills printed out, right? And then you go to your folder, take out sales January 2013. Then you file it out. Same thing, but digitalized. Okay, you just post it over to that batch, which is folder. You just post it over to that batch. All your bills, all your invoices are all in there for that month. And when your accountant want to check, when your boss want to check, just go to the reports. You don't have to touch anything. So from there, we actually have you segregate each person's individual tasks. So they don't go overboard.